Hello, it's Helen Howe from Helen Howe Designs at Craft You Print. Today I'm going to show you how to put together my double pop-up card. Now the template is designed by All About the Cards. The images I'm using and the backgrounds are vintage images which come from antiqueimages.blogspot.com with permission. So as you can see, I've cut everything out ready, so I'm just going to move those out of the way, and I've printed the backing onto here, and here with your kit you get a fold guide. This is going to show you how to fold each one of these to create what is needed to make it into a double fold. I've already done the envelope because everybody knows how to do envelopes. Okay, now on the fold card you'll see that red says cut and blue is score. So I've already cut these across the top, and what I have to do now is score all these lines just to show you they're the cut marks. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is score all of these lines, we hope. So let's have a look. There's that one. Yes, I have to do this just a few times, but not too many, otherwise it marks our gloss paper. I'm just going to mark down here and see if I can line this up. Not always easy. No, we're not there yet. Coming over, coming over. Tiny bit more and we should be there. Perfect. That should be coming through on the other side. Yes, it is. You can see. Know where you've got to do things. All right. I've got to line up again with this middle one. That's it. Tiny bit, just a fraction. You've got to get these right. That's it. Can be a bit difficult when what you're scoring is in the middle of your card and you haven't got an edge for it. That can be quite trying. Oh, that's pretty good, that one, if it's straight. No, it's not. Bear with me and we will get there. There we go. Oops, don't scratch it. Has that come out on the back? Yes, it has. That's good. You can see the score marks. Now, this one will be easier because we've got an edge to it. Beautiful. See, so much easier to do. And the same for this, just get it lined up. Looks like my scoreboard could do with a clean. Mental note, clean scoreboard, Helen. There we go. We've got this top one. We've got bottom ones to do as well. And here we go again with these ones in the middle. And then just go lightly until you can get it lined up. This way. Very difficult. You could always make yourselves a cup of tea while I'm doing this. Just over a bit more. At least you're seeing that it's the same for us designers as it is for you. That there's no magic tricks, and it's just purely the same as you would do for yourselves at home. That one's dead on. That was fortunate, wasn't it? There's a fine line with gloss paper. You can not do it enough or overdo it. There we go. That's out a bit. That's it. Okay, and then we've just got these two top pieces to do all the way, and this one all the way. So there's our card scored. So the first fold we're going to do is this mountain fold, which is this one, and we're going to fold this line towards this other mountain fold line. Okay, so we're going to take that. You have to work it a bit to get there. And you've got that, and that's coming over that way, that line. Don't go and fold the ends because they're valley folds. And then I'm just pinching that fold down really tight. Now we're going to fold this card back. This line here is a valley fold. So we're going to go where we scored. I can get it right there. That's it. That's it. Use your bone to really flatten that bit out, okay? Also, these are valley folds as well. So you've got to try and get these ones over. There you go. And this is a valley fold too. And there's your mark. And get the bone in there and give it a nice crisp. So now we've folded it that way and we've folded it that way, but we're now going to fold everything down onto itself. So this also is a valley fold. This line here, we've got those in like that, and we're going to go one more fold like that. And we're going to press it all down and make sure that it's nice and sharp. And we'll just go the other side as well. Okay, and this is what you should end up with, that. So that should be looking like that. So we're going to do exactly the same. Can you see? I hold it that way. That's how you've got to end up, like that. Right, we've got to do exactly the same on this side. So remember, this middle line here is your mountain fold. Don't press those in. It can be a little bit tricky, but if you take your time, you can get there. I'm just pinching this, and the reason I'm doing this way is because this is gloss, and if I attempt to run my bone down the gloss, it will mark it. So now I'm going to go just with this bit over to here. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to take the card back because this one is a valley fold. So we take that back that way. Oh, sorry, I'm folding that like a mountain. Dear me, it's a valley fold. Turn it around. Yep, that's it. Get the bone in there. And these two are valley folds as well. So we just get those bent again. And that one bent. And get your bone in there. And that's done. And then we're going to come back on ourselves. Like this and like that. Do you see? So that comes down like that. That comes down that way. And then we're going to give them a really good press. And we'll turn it over and do exactly the same. There and there. And when we open it up, we've got another one of these. So now all we're left to do here is 2 mountain folds. So this gets folded like that. Now I'm going to press with my bone. I'm not going to scrape, but I am going to press it to try and get that sharp edge. And the same with this one. Brilliant. There we have our main card. You can write on the back for your message. So now we're going to add all the bits and pieces. This is where I find it easier now to add the decoupage as I go along. So I will probably add the 2 side pieces. And as I've said before in my other videos, I favour glue rather than double-sided tape because it gives you the opportunity to move it. But you do not want to glue the whole thing, because this is going to stick over the edge. So you only want to go down this main piece here. So this edge here is where you want to glue it. Okay, get that off the top. Get off, will you? Thank you. And fix it in place, and then you can just put your fingers down the holes, and if you've moved it, you can, with the glue, you can move it back again. Get there, and this is what I'm doing, squashing it. That piece is in. Do exactly the same with this piece, just don't get any other glue stuck to it. There we go. And make sure that we match the other side. About there. I think so. Now then, also, which I failed to say, and I'm going to use a tissue if I can find one, and of course there isn't one in here, to wipe the glue off of the top edge, but that's your side pieces. I'm just going to leave you for 2 seconds to grab a tissue and my foam squares. Sorry about that. Talk among yourselves for a second. There, I'm back with foam squares in hand and tissue. So I'm just going to wet the tissue and get the little bit of glue off the top so it doesn't stick to the card. That's the other thing. So not right to the top either, just in the middle, same as the bottom. Otherwise they're going to glue to your card, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, so now the next piece is to add the centerpiece on. And again, we're going to glue just the middle of this to make it stick. Okay. I'll just turn my paper over so that I don't get any other glue on it. And I'm just going to go into the center. Not round the edges and not at the top. When you place this on, you have to match the top and the bottom. You get a perfect match. Good. You can just turn your card over and flatten it down. Now, I haven't chosen to do this as a pyramid this time. What I have done is cut the oval out just a tiny bit smaller than this, and I've also cut this element out. Now this can be a little bit tricky. It takes patience to cut this out, but it's worth it for the effect you will get. So I use the scalpel, and I highly recommend a scalpel for small work where you've got to take all the background out like this. So I'm just going to use some foam squares and get my circle on. Now, I do like these bases to be firm, so I do put it all around the edges, and because this is big, a couple in the middle. So we'll just get rid of these. I give them all a good press to make sure they're stuck. Remember, line it up first, because it is very awkward trying to unstick these once you've stuck them onto the front of your card. Nearly there. I cut my nails the other day, so this is a little more difficult to get these things off. Now they're all ready. So remember I said it's just a little bit, pull it out a bit, a little bit smaller than the main one. Not much, but just enough to make it stand out. There we go. So that's that layer on. I hope you can see that. Now we're going to put this piece of decoupage on. So this is going to take a few foam squares, and some of them may well have to be cut down in size. And we'll put that on the back. So we'll make sure that's nice and secure. The bow is big, so that can take this full size. What else can? This can in the middle. So now we've got to support some of these edges, and I will do that by cutting down some of these squares into thinner pieces. There's one that can go and support that bit. Two that can support that. That can go in and support that piece. I think we need one up there. There we go. I can't get anything into those, but I ought to try and get something on that side. And I think that might just do the job. We'll just do one more to make sure it's secure. Oh, come on. There's always one, isn't there, that just doesn't do it. Oh. Look at that. At last. I find my scalpel invaluable for picking bits up and placing them, besides just cutting. They're great if you're doing little gems as well. Okay, so this, before I take it off, just to show you, will sit out. And we'll line it up properly, but it will sit out like that and you'll get a nice 3D effect. So let's get this off and apart. And I'm going to line up with the bow. That's my best opportunity for getting it right. I think that sometimes it's nice to do something just a little bit different, and something that might just challenge our crafting capabilities now and again. It keeps us out of the same old, and it improves our skills by doing different things like this. Not just as a designer, but also as a crafter. And the more you do, the more you perfect your skills at doing these slightly trickier cards. I think that's it. One more there. Come off paper. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, they're all sticky. So now then, I'm just going to try and get this bow completely lined up. That bit is. And that, oh, bit tricky because it's on this, that and that. We'll see that lined up, if it doesn't stick to me too much. And that. Perfect. Push it down. You won't hurt your card, because your card's going to fold up for the envelope like this anyway. It's going to go down. And that's your folded up card. And that's your finished card, and it opens up that way. I hope that you enjoyed seeing this little demonstration, and if you do decide to make this design, I hope you really enjoy it. See you next time. Helen Howell, signing off.